Welcome back to Vault Hunters 118. In this episode, I'm feeling a little too rich. I mean, just look at all of this echo. And all these pog gems, come on, they are burning a hole in my pocket. Well, we're gonna unlock a mod and do some Mekanism stuff, and that'll sort us out. To unlock our mod, I have been on a massive knowledge grind, but 8 shards in each slot, so 64 shards, is all we're actually going to need. We are going to have to break down some beniatite. So the mod that we are going to be unlocking is the junk management, I think junk controller mod. It's pretty useful. It is a massive pog gem sink as well as I believe echo gem sink. And it is going to help us with, well, junk management. I mean, you get a bunch of junk in the vault and this thing deletes it. Actually, I hope we have enough vault diamonds. Yeah, that should be enough for 7, because I bought, you know. Oh boy. Vault diamonds. Oh, here's 8. And junk management. That does make backpacks a little more expensive, but I'm not fussing. So the first thing we need for that is the junk controller, which is already not a cheap thing whatsoever. And to help us cover the cost of that black chromatic steel, ooh, yeah, we did some bounties, we completed some vaults. Yeah, what is this, 7 crates? Delicious. I think they're beckoning to be opened, and I know some of them have black chromatic steel in them. So I am just gonna, starting from the back. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I'm seeing a trinket. Any artifacts? Any artifacts? No, doesn't look like it. Ooh, but an augment. Okay, well, we got a ton of stuff, but look at that. We got a nether theme augment, which is actually pretty good for a pog gem run if we ever need it, as well as a sandy cave augment, 3 black chromatic steel ingots, a whole trinket, a bunch of vault gear, a ton of gems, an unidentified relic. Yeesh. But we'll be rolling stuff later. Later will we roll stuff. For now, we stay focused for once in our lives on the junk controller, which we can craft very easily now. We just need to make some magic silk blocks as well as an echo pog, which we are missing our pogs for. Now, I do believe, yeah, we could only make 2. So, let's fortune some pog gems. Behold the giant wall of all of our stone pog gems that I admittedly shouldn't have stacked vertically, but I did, because I'm just that smart. Yeah, that's a lot of pog gems. Not a lot of xenium or pizzanite, but I think we have a bunch of those. So, I'm gonna just break all this down. Okay, that was mint. That was phenomenal. All right. Now we go into the satisfying breaking. Okay, yeah, this is not being as satisfying as I wanted it to be. This was a terrific failure. Okay, alright. Let's just all pretend this didn't happen. Well, satisfaction aside, this is a lovely amount. I hope we have a lot of xenium. Yeah, we have a ton of xenium. Yeah, that's gonna get us a lot of pogs. And you know what? We're gonna need them. How many pogs? 29 pogs. I wonder if we'll be 1 short. In any case, the Echo Pog is ours, and we are going to instantaneously turn it into the junk controller, which I need to place, and I will place, with Mini-Me. Aw, it's cute. The junk controller, however, is useless without a junk identifier, which is even more expensive. Well, it's actually less expensive, but, you know, it's more stuff. That being said, I'm pretty sure it's all stuff we already have prepped, which is awesome. So this is going to stay with us in the vault. So the way this works is you can see it's got 9 slots here, and I can put items inside of it that I want to void in the vault, right? So when they hit my inventory, this little guy will just delete them. But 9 slots is not a lot. For more than 9 slots, we're going to want a junk upgrade, which costs actually not very much, and we could use just right now. Pop it onto our identifier, and now we have 27 slots, but 27 slots still isn't that much. So, you know what? We want to get another junk upgrade, if I could remember how to type. However, that requires 3 of the lower tier ones. Okay, 1, 2, 3, not so bad. Now we just got to hit ourselves with another Echo Pog, and we're out of Pogs already. Oh boy, we're going to need to do some more mining, because this one brings us to 162 slots. We are getting somewhere now. But, I mean, I'd like a tier 3 one, you know what I'm saying? That being said, to get a tier 3, we need 3 tier 2s. So that's 1 ecopog here, 3 more ecopogs here. 9 times, so it's 18 pogs plus 4 ecopogs. Look, we need a lot of pogs, so I need to go mine more pogs stuff. Huh? Oh my. This is solid. This is it couldn't be anything but solid. This is completely solid. This is 32 of each ore, and I laid it out, you know, like a pog. All right. I'm thinking this is going to be the satisfying mining session that we wanted. And even better, I'll turn off the demagnetizer so we get the satisfying pops as they enter our inventory automatically. All right, let's do this. That was magical. Whoa, that's a lot of pog gems. Is that at least a stack of everything except for Escalium? And Tubium. Otherwise, that's a stack or more. Oh, that's a lot of pogs. That's probably more pogs than we need. So 8 pogs for the ecopog used for the tier 3. Then we need 3 more, so what is that, 24 pogs? Sure, oh, well, that's 25, sorry. And then that's 1. I think that's everything we need. So we can make this good fella 9 times, of course. Oh, no more echo gems. Oh, well, don't worry about that. I am partial to destroying our echo gems. 52 from 19? Wow, that's quite good. That's really quite good. Okay, how many perfect echoes? Extraordinary. 3. Oh, ridiculous. That's all 9 of these guys. Now I gotta make a 1, 2, 3, and a 4 for you. Perfect, I did the right amount of pogs. It's very important to me that I do the right amount of pogs for some reason. I don't think there's any reason to keep the pogs consistent, but whatever. Tier 3, that gives us, bing, 1,026 slots that we can whitelist. Holy. And hey, now that we're all clean, I'd like to take this time to say I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. This is episode 96. And I'm trying to see if we can hit 1.5 thousand subscribers by episode 100. It would mean the world to me. Thank you. And you know what? I'm feeling like rolling some stuff. We got booster packs. We got unidentified fragments. We got mod boxes. We have a ton of vault gear, including 3 trinkets. What? Yeah, I got 2 trinkets in the vaults I was running, so this should be a blast. Whoa, I forgot the magnetizer was on. That looked pretty interesting, though. Okay. Is this... Nope, that's not the last one. Nope. All right. You, sir. More cupcakes. I don't want cupcakes. All right. But the mod boxes... Ooh, is that a high tier Botania rune? Botania? Another rune of winter. Unfortunate, but a rune of autumn. Nice. A stack upgrade. Always a pleasure. Whoa, okay, a 64K storage disk. We're not running out of storage anytime soon. Is that another drawer controller? Oh my gosh, yeah, that is not a cheap craft right there. Wow. Whoa, look at all these cables, an exporter. Whew, my heart. That was very lucky. Oh, and speaking of Botania, the entrepiniums blew themselves up again, and the items despawned, so, we're gonna need a better way to make mana. Alas, that is for a different time. As for now, we have many a vault gear to roll. And there's absolutely nothing interesting except for a legendary healing efficiency roll on scrappy pants. So, yep. You know, even after all that, look at all this echo we have. I am still feeling too rich, and thankfully, I was told that all I have to do is use the basic tier installer on our metallurgic infuser, and it will have enough space, which apparently it was lacking, to hold all of the infused echo stuff that we need it to. So our problems of having too many echo gems are solved because I am about to melt all of them down and turn them into the components of a fusion reactor. Oh, and to do that, by the way, you make a basic tier installer and you shift right click it onto your infuser and it becomes an infusing factory. And if I do this, oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Funny enough, though, we do not have the vault diamonds to do that because I just spent them all on making a junk controller. However, our echo gems are spent and I'm feeling much better. And you thought I forgot about the trinkets. I did forget about the trinkets. With 3, I have to say, 3 of them has got to give us something new. Did you know there's 18? I learned that one recently. Whoa. I am so excited. Yes. Wendar's Hourglass, 2.5 minutes. Very nice. Good for architect vaults. The burger. More experience. I don't need that yet, but I might be using it soon. And Elvish Air. Immunity to fall damage. Of course, that is going right into the slot alongside our chromatic powder, which is lasting forever. And then we have 2 trinkets to do whatever we want with. Ooh. For now, I'll put them in this chest, I guess. And speaking of architect runs, I am building a double mushroom architect runs, but we need some catalysts for it. So I've got ourselves a level 68 crystal here, and methinks I'm going to create a flask of hunter. So we're going to spec into wooden, and we are going to run down wooden chests like there's absolutely no tomorrow. And normally I would bring our Tenos pouch in for the item quantity, but our shield is very much on its last legs. And I'm worried if I take off our... You know what? No, that's fine. This guy will need a little bit of a repair, but, I mean, repair cores come decently cheap. Well, hopefully our shield will not have its last hurrah in this vault, but it is pretty low. For now, I will repair our pantaloons and our axe. I think our magnet is okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, we're going to need to start looking for a new shield, though, because replacing this one is not going to be easy. Oh, hey, it's a prismatic vault. You see, this is like, that's the luck we're looking for. Wild chunky mobs, I mean, that's, you know, always upsetting to see. But, I guess rolling prismatic on a vault that I was, you know, looking for the shards doesn't make you happy. When speaking of things that made me happy, congratulations to this commenter. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. I apologize. But you correctly guessed the instrument. I actually kind of didn't expect people to get it. No, it is not a flute, though I have once in my life played the flute. It is the ocarina. Can you guess why I want to learn the ocarina? It's because I previously learned the ocarina because of Majora's Mask. But yeah, I used to know how to play, but it was on a cheap Garbo ocarina, and it was forever ago, and I never really put in the right effort, you know? I did a bunch of ocarina tabs and stuff, but I never really, like, learned the ocarina. So I decided to give it another go. God, item quantity is just delightful. Oh, it's so nice. I decided to give the ocarina another go, and so far it's going very well. I haven't had it for a little bit. I accidentally got sent a soprano 6-hole instead of an alto 12-hole, but I'm happy with where I'm getting with it. I'm still using ocarina tabs here and there, but I'm also alongside them actually learning how to do it. It's a wonderful instrument, really is. So you know what? Just because I can, and this is my channel, I'm going to show off. So future Dejojo, because I'm running a vault, why don't you play us the song of Double Time to get us into the next segment where something interesting happens? Oh yeah? You can't tell me what to do. Why don't you play us the song of Double Time to get us into the next segment where something interesting happens? Oh yeah? You can't tell me what to do. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Hey, what are you doing here? Ooh, ow. Ah. All right, let's get to the next part of the video, okay? Why, thank you, Dejojo. You're so kind and always do what you're told. Did you do your told? Of course you did. We're already here. We couldn't have gotten here so fast if I didn't do what I was told. So, I come to you not necessarily in an interesting moment, but I've had a thought. Okay? I'm not that big of a fan of the prismatic modifier, actually. Because it's too weak. It's 10%, and you get it, what, every few vaults, and you're gonna get like 5 extra catalysts. You know, you gotta focus hard. I mean, it's 5 extra catalyst fragments. If you're getting 5 catalysts off this thing, then I wouldn't be complaining. But I am complaining because 10% is not a lot. It's nice that you can get it out of other chests, so you don't just, you know, have to loot it. But here's my thinking, okay? You need catalysts. I mean, that's how you get some of the rarer items in the game, right? And it's really kind of boring to grind for them, okay? This catalyst grind I'm doing, I promise you, if you haven't played, it is not fun. It takes a while. You need to spend a ton of resources on it. And I'm not saying that Prismatic should be overpowered, but I think Prismatic should be 100%. Okay? And here's why. Here's why. Because it doesn't have to be on every single thing. In fact, maybe you need to get a special catalyst, like a Prismatic catalyst, or it's rarer and can roll or something like that. But, here's the big but, right? It's 100% extra catalysts in wooden chests only, right? So you come into the vault, and there's a massive incentive to loot wooden chests. I am absolutely going to be doing this living thing, by the way. I know we're here for catalysts, but I'm not passing up all these living chests, because I can get catalyst fragments in the living chests, which, you know, is part of the problem, right? I'm not incentivized to necessarily loot wooden chests. I mean, I guess I'll get more catalysts, but then again, I could just do another vault that's not Prismatic, you know what I mean? So I feel like Prismatic should be way more powerful, should target only wooden chests, right? So you're given a choice when you enter the vault. It's like, okay, if you need catalyst fragments, go loot wooden chests. You're going to come away with the catalyst fragments that you need. Not a small amount, but a large amount, right? And you'll be tied over because you got lucky, because you got the Prismatic vault and you chose to take the catalyst fragments. But if you don't need them, it's no harm, no foul, right? And I think they should add this modifier for other stuff. Other things that are miserable grinds. Take knowledge, right? There should be like a knowledgeable vault that's like 100% more knowledge essence in living chests, right? Or one thing I was thinking of, I thought this was a cute name, carbonated. 100% more carbon in ornate chests, right? Or even maybe like raw carbon is replaced with refined carbon, which admittedly that's 1,000 times more. That's a lot more. Not 1,000% more, but it's a lot more. So like 100% more, right? Just certain like things to help with some of the more grindy but necessary. Like if you want to do anything in Vault Hunters, you need chromatic steel, you need carbon, you need catalysts, right? You need knowledge essence. All things that are excruciatingly boring to grind in large quantities, but are required to be grinded in large quantities. I don't know. What do you guys think of my little modifier rework? Okay, I think that's all of this room that I'm going to be looting, but yeah, that should be good for a little bit. Should tie us over for, well, no, it won't be good at all. See, that's the thing, right? It's barely enough knowledge. Here's a little secret, I guess not a spoiler, but my intention is to replace our mana generation with the Kekamuris, which is a cute little guy that eats cakes, and is very good at producing mana. It produces a lot of mana for eating cakes. And I want to automate cake production with, well, easy villagers, of course, because you could auto trade with easy villagers. Villagers can trade you cakes. It's a pretty one-to-one situation there, right? But easy villagers cost 26 knowledge essence. 26 knowledge essence. And, I mean, there's other benefits that come with using easy villagers. It's not just cakes for Kekamurisas. But as you guys have been telling me in my recent poll about Botania, there's actually quite a bit of cool stuff that Botania can do. A lot of it is overworld related, but I hear that the Corporea index is very powerful late game. And that in the stage of the game that we're in, the potion system that Botania has is very efficient and very nice. I'll be sad to say goodbye to my automated potions, but still, it's stuff that I want to try out. But it needs a lot of mana. And endo flames are not going to cut it, and clearly entrepiniums are just too much of a hassle to get really automated. So I'm thinking Kekamuris. I could do the Dandelifian. I did that in my 116 world. And I kind of don't want to do the Dandelifian because I'm not smart enough to simulate Conroy's game of life, or I guess I'm not willing to simulate Conroy's game of life over and over and over again. Smarter people have done it, but ultimately I would just be following someone else's tutorial, right? And I don't feel like that brings much value, you know what I mean? When I do something in my single-player world, I want to give you guys some amount of value, show something off, or... I mean, sometimes, like with the fusion reactor, I'm doing that because I think it's fun. And I think there's a little bit of value, like, hey, you know, you want to have an end game goal, make a fusion reactor. But for the most part, I want to like show something off, right? And the Kekamuras, I feel like, is a very fun mod interaction. But I need 26 knowledge stars. That's a ridiculous amount of essence. Also, with 8.5 minutes on the clock, I am pretty surprised that we have not found a single monolith. They were made kind of easier rather in this recent update, and I usually don't have trouble at all finding them, but in this vault I guess we're not getting to completion. You know what, this might be a controversial opinion, but I don't think you should need to unlock the big mods. Yeah, I think needing to unlock Botania, Create, Mekanism, and Thermal Expansion unnecessarily pits them against each other. The other mods, I mean, I guess they bring some value to it, right? But I don't know. I just feel like the main big... This is a crazy room. I'm not sticking around. The main big mods are already so expensive to use. They're gated behind being higher level, no matter how you slice it, right? They're gated behind some vaulting and stuff like, or quite a bit of vaulting, right? So why also then make it cost a stupendous amount of knowledge to unlock all of them, and then turn around and be like, yeah, you also, you know, if you want to do any auto crafting with these, which, you know, you do, because auto crafting's amazing, you have to now unlock every other mod, and that's a technical limitation, right? But I'm just thinking, I don't know, I think it costs too much. Like, regardless of the technical limitation, I feel like there are some mods that you just shouldn't have to unlock, and I feel like the ones that make things, like botany pots, that's a great one to need to unlock, right? That's a massive convenience. It requires very little setup, right? But, you know, with Mekanism and stuff like that, right, there's setups you need to do, right? You need to build some machines. You need to be generating power, which you can do with, like, Botania and stuff, right? Botania needs massive setups. Create needs massive setups. Thermal, same thing as Mekanism, right? It feels so arbitrary to gate resources behind some of the big mods, and then be like, oh, you don't have Botania unlocked and you need 10,000 tough. Well, let's hope you have a good pickaxe in an hour of your time. Well, okay, that's my knowledge star rant over. All right, getting it out of my system. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't really like the knowledge system in the current rendition. But this is alpha. Things can change. Things can change. Whoops, I have severely lost track of the time. That should be okay. Just gotta do a little bit of a running about. I bet we're not even gonna have to eat any fruit. I am probably going to eat those words instead of fruit, but yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna eat some fruit. Would you, Husk, leave me alone real quick, just long enough to pull out some kiwis? I appreciate you, man. The husks here are so kind. Alrighty. I know some of you guys stress when I cut it so close, but don't. Look at all the time we have. I could have relaxed. I won't, because I'm nice. 146 chests, 107 wooden. Very nice. And of course the big question. 27. Yeah, 27. I mean, we got 105 knowledge essence, which is really quite nice. And I suppose I did do the room, and I quote-unquote spent some of my time. But 27? It's alright. It's alright. I'm not going to complain. My rant was over. The rain will wash away my complaints. You know what else will? Taking pretty much everything out of this guy and putting it into the junk controller. It is as easy. I think, yeah, you can just shift, click it in there. Oh, now that is cathartic. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it makes a sound. Oh my gosh. I thought I heard something like a horror game running up behind me. Actual fear shot through my body right there. That was ridiculous. Oh, no, not my pouch. Oh. All right, well, 36 slots used already. Yeah, it's a good thing we upgraded past that 27, and a pretty good thing we upgraded past 100, too. I mean, 2 more vaults, and we'll be getting really close to maxing that out. Look at all the stuff that's not going to bother us anymore. I didn't bring the charm into the vault at all. That was very silly of me. Oop, there we go. Not that it matters now. Well, we may not have gotten so lucky on the catalyst fragments, but perhaps we'll get lucky on the actual catalysts and get all 3 living. Whoops. Oh, no. Oh! All right. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. I've got to go back in time to beat myself up and warn myself not to shift click. So I'll see you in the next one.